The rain lashes sideways, driven by a February wind that cuts through the trees like a blade. Your headlights slice the darkness. Then, movement. A child, alone. She walks along Highway 18, head down, clutching a backpack. Her white shirt clings to her skin, soaked through. She glances back, too young to be out here. Before you can speak, she turns sharply into the black wall of pine trees. By the time you stop, she's gone. You will never see her again. The year is 2000, Shelby, North Carolina, USA, a small textile town on the western edge of the Charlotte metropolitan area. The air smells faintly of pine and red clay. Streets are lined with modest houses, each with a front porch and a yard where children still ride bikes until the streetlights flicker on. In one of those houses on Oak Crest Drive lives the Degree family. Harold and Aquila married on Valentine's Day in 1988. Their first child, O'Brien, was born a year later. Asha Degree followed in August of 1990. The Degrees are a working-class family with a simple rhythm to their lives. Harold works nights as a dock loader. Aquila works days building pianos. They've arranged their schedules so one of them is always home with the kids. Asha is 9 years old, small for her age, with bright eyes and a shy smile. She's cautious by nature, the kind of child who won't cross the street without permission. She's afraid of dogs, wary of strangers, and terrified of the dark. Her world is small, safe, and predictable. She keeps her room tidy, folds her clothes neatly, and lines up her pencils in a perfect row. She loves basketball, reading, and drawing. Her teachers describe her as bright, respectful, and determined. The Degrees are protective parents. No sleepovers, no wandering the neighborhood. After school, Asha and O'Brien let themselves in, do their homework, and wait for their parents to come home. The rules are clear, and Asha follows them without question. That's why, when she disappears, nothing makes sense. Sunday, February 13th, 2000. The Degrees start the day the way they always do, at church. After the service, they have lunch at a relative's house. In the afternoon, Asha's basketball team plays a tough game, their first loss of the season. She's upset, but she hides it well. By evening, she's at her aunt's house, laughing with her cousins. They eat dinner, watch TV, and talk about school. Around 8 p.m., the family heads home. The kids bathe, pack their school bags, and go to bed. Outside, the wind picks up. At 9 p.m., a car accident knocks out the neighborhood's power. The house goes dark, lit only by lightning flashes. The outage lasts until after midnight. At 2:30 a.m., Harold comes home from work. He peeks into the kids' room. Both are asleep, or so it seems. Asha lies awake, listening to the storm. She slips from bed, careful not to wake O'Brien. From under her bed, she pulls a backpack. Clothes, a few items, a Dr. Seuss book. She dresses, straps on the bag, and eases the front door open. The cold air bites. She starts walking. 3:30 a.m. Streetlights glow in the mist. She turns onto Highway 18. Sneakers slapping wet asphalt. Houses pass in silence. Somewhere in the distance, a dog barks once, then falls silent. At 4 a.m., two motorists see her walking in the rain. One slows, the other turns back to check, but she bolts into the woods. The trees here are dense, the ground slick with mud. Once inside, she vanishes from sight. Aquila goes to wake the kids. O'Brien is in bed. Asha's bed is empty. Her backpack is gone. The front door is locked. She wakes Harold. They search the house, then the yard. No sign. Harold calls the police. Officers are knocking on doors. By 8 a.m., they find a pencil, a hair bow, and a candy wrapper near a shed along Highway 18. Search dogs pick up her scent but lose it at the roadside. Rain has washed much away. By noon, over 100 people are searching. Friends, neighbors, strangers. They comb ditches, barns, and woods. Helicopters sweep overhead. The terrain is thick pine, muddy fields, swollen ditches. By nightfall, nothing. August 3rd, 2001. 18 months later, a construction crew in Burke County, 26 miles north, unearths 2 black plastic bags. Inside, Asha's backpack, McElligot's pool, a Dr. Seuss library book from her school, not checked out by her, a New Kids on the Block t-shirt. Her parents swear she never owned it. The bag was double wrapped and buried. Run away? Unlikely. She was 9, afraid of the dark, and it was storming. Investigators believe she left to meet someone she trusted and was abducted. In 2016, the FBI revealed a new witness, a man who saw her get into a dark green early 1970s Lincoln Continental or Ford Thunderbird near where she was last seen. Another lead pointed to 2 convicted sex offenders who lived nearby at the time. In 2020, the case was re-examined. Search warrants were executed. Items were seized, but no arrests followed. Every February 14th, the Degrees walk from their home to a billboard near where Asha was last seen, 1.5 miles, the same distance she walked that night. Neighbors join, church members, sometimes strangers. They stop beneath her photo, the words, "Have you seen Asha Degree?" staring back. "I do not believe she is dead," Ikila says. "And I know someone knows something." The backpack, the t-shirt, the book. Pieces of a puzzle that won't fit. Some think she was lured out by someone she knew. Others believe she was tricked into thinking she was helping someone. The fact she left willingly suggests planning. The buried backpack suggests someone wanted her trail erased. 25 years since a 9-year-old girl stepped into the storm. The rain that night washed away her footprints, but not the questions. Why did she leave? Who was she going to meet? And what happened beyond the tree line? Somewhere, someone knows. Until they speak, the silence will remain. And the mystery of Asha Degree will haunt Shelby forever. What do you think made Asha leave her home that night? And who was waiting for her in the dark?